The word around the city is that LaSalle could be bracket bound sooner than everyone thought. Hello, I'm Caitlin Pages.
And I'm Callie Montana. Chestnut Hill turned into Hogwarts in the fall, and wizards of all ages were drinking butterbeer and playing Quidditch. We have all this and more coming up on LTV News, where the action never stops.
Hello and welcome to LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Olney Avenue, Philadelphia, and the world.
There's a lot to catch up on the next half hour as we share our favorite moments from the 2017-2018 season. So let's get to it.
LaSalle announced a new men's head basketball coach, former Villanova top assistant Ashley Howard. Howard has earned his spot as a staple in local basketball, having played college basketball at Drexel before becoming an assistant at LaSalle under Coach Gianni. After a brief stint at Xavier, Howard moved back to the area and began his career at Villanova in 2013, where he was a part of the national championship teams. In an email to students, athletic director Bill Bradshaw explained that during the coaching search, quote, "It became clear that the best candidate to lead our Explorers was in fact just a few miles away." The hire has been well received from both students and alumni, such as LaSalle legend Lionel Simmons, saying, quote, "He's been involved in Philly basketball forever. He brings a work ethic and an enthusiasm that can get the players motivated."
During the 2017 spring semester, LaSalle announced the closing of the student-favorite dining establishment Happy Fortune. The closing of Happy Fortune brought a lot of controversy and concern to the students and community of LaSalle, as the Chinese restaurant always provided a reliable dining option. Since the closing, President Hanage announced that in an effort to resolve concerns and improve dining options on the campus, the university partnered up with Pauline's Deli, which began operations in the previous Happy Fortune location. The deli opened for business in the beginning of October and caught the eye of the LaSalle community.
It was such a warm, welcoming, including Dr. Hines and all the staff members. And they are like helping me really to meet, encouraging me, how, I can just keep working in future. And all the students are just, they are so nice. They are just great.
So I'm a big fan of Pauline's, and it's actually funny because every time I go in there now, she's always like, "Where's your camera?" And I'm just like, I'm going to class. I don't have it all the time.
Like I just came for a breakfast sandwich.
Exactly.
Students, faculty, and staff were lucky enough to get a sneak peek of the Purina National Dog Show this fall. The event was put together by Purina, and the people who attended had the opportunity to hear about the back end of judging, as well as watch dogs go through the agility course. Some students even had the chance to participate in the fun and guide the adorable dogs through the course.
Dogs. Oh, doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah.
I wish I could have, guided them through the agility course.
I specifically remember having like homework or a paper or something to do during this day, and it still haunts me.
Yeah, I bet it does because it was worth going. But one of LaSalle's very own professors, Dr. Mark Lashley, is now a star after being a contestant on the game show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Caitlin sat down with Dr. Lashley to talk about his experience. Take a look.
So Dr. Lashley, you have quickly become one of our communication professor stars, so to speak, down here on South Campus due to your appearance on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
That's right, that was me.
Congratulations, that's an awesome experience.
Thank you very much.
So how does one go about this process?
It's relatively straightforward, but it did involve me getting up at about 6 o'clock in the morning and going to Sugar House, where I had heard that they were going to have an open audition. And so I got down there. I was one of the first people in line, trying to kind of get it over with so that I'd be able to get on with my day. And I kind of just did it on a whim. I mean, it was pretty simple.
Yeah, and you have a history with being good at Quizzo, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm a big trivia fan. I have like a DVR Jeopardy because I don't watch it all the time, and then I make sure I watch that watch pretty much every episode. So I like that a lot. I play pub Quizzo and stuff like that, on a pretty regular basis. I'm into like a big like online trivia league that actually has like a lot of famous like Jeopardy contestants and stuff in it. So I really do like trivia. I like knowing really goofy stuff. Not that I know a lot about any specific topic, but I know a little bit about enough stuff that I can kind of get by.
Very cool. So has Who Wants to Be a Millionaire been like one of your favorite shows or something that you've been interested to get involved in?
Funnily enough, not really. When I was in the communication program at University of Scranton, we had a professor who was really into Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and actually took us on field trips twice when like Regis Philbin was still the host. So I've been actually in the audience for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire probably as many times as I've actually sat and watched it on TV. It's not a show that I really watch very often. I didn't even know who the host was now until I went to audition for the show. So I watched it a little bit leading up to my audition to kind of get a sense of what they were looking for, but it's really not one of my favorites. There's not enough questions. It's not fun to kind of play along at home, but I figured if they're going to audition and there's a chance to win some money, why not do it?
Yeah, and I definitely think it's more high stress. Even though Jeopardy is very stressful, I feel like whenever you watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, like maybe it's the music or that it's one-on-one, I feel like it's more stressful.
I think anytime you're on TV trying to answer questions, it's stressful. But I think
Sorry.
I think Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is probably a little bit nervier than some of the other shows.
Yeah.
Specifically because they do call it the hot seat. It really feels like you're really in the spotlight under the lights. They want to know a lot about you, and the questions are kind of tricky. They're not like written where it's kind of you just know it. You have to kind of reason your way through the question, which is why they want you to talk and all of that stuff. And it is kind of it is pretty nerve-wracking for sure. I think some of the other shows might be a little bit less stressful maybe.
So you were accepted to go out to Las Vegas and be on the show. Do you sit in the audience and like you're going to be on? Because it always seems like it's a little bit of a shock. Like people are just in the audience and they're like, "Hey, come on down, this person from." Well,
nowadays they've actually changed that, and it's they know all the contestants beforehand. So basically, I showed up. They film everything, maybe 5 or 6 episodes a day for like 7 or 8 weeks. So that's their entire season. So I went out there in July. And sat in a room with maybe 20 other people who all knew that they were going to be on the show, and some of whom like probably didn't even make it on that day and had to come back the next day and stuff like that. So we all knew we were going to be on the show, and basically they kept us in a room. They took our cell phones and all of our devices and stuff like that away. The only entertainment we were given was old episodes of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. They gave us food and stuff like that, but we were quote sequestered from gameplay, so we weren't allowed to be in the audience at all actually. So we would hear like cheering and stuff like that when people got questions right, but we had no idea what was going on, and that makes it kind of stressful as well, because you're like, I just want to be next and I want to get on the show, and they don't even tell you when you're going to be on, so just know it's going to be that day sometime.
Yeah. Did you prepare for this in any way, or is just like all your history of being?
I didn't prepare well enough.
Okay.
Or at least I would say so. Like the question that I had to walk away from was a Shakespeare question, and I had been sitting on the plane on my laptop looking at Shakespeare trivia and thinking that it was a topic that might come up, and I just didn't study enough for it.
Yeah.
So, I feel kind of stupid with some stuff like that I could have prepared a little bit better. But really, there's not a lot you can study. It's really, the questions are kind of tricky, and so you kind of have to think more logically to kind of pick out the answers that are clearly wrong, more than like the right answer just pops into your head. So it's, there's a lot of prep you could do, but it's also, they call you a week beforehand and tell you you're going to be on the show, and you don't have a whole lot of time.
Yeah. Would you consider maybe doing another game show?
I've been applying for Jeopardy every year since I can remember, and that's the show I really want to be on, because that's the one I'm really into, and so here's hoping. I have to wait at least a year and a half before I'm allowed to be on.
Oof. Okay.
So.
Well, you definitely built up your resume. If they want a copy of that, you can say that you were
I can say I did something.
Yeah, definitely. So congratulations on even like being accepted. That's awesome. And good luck with Jeopardy. I hope that works out in a year and a half.
Caitlin, what game show would you go on if you had the opportunity?
I think I would go on Survivor just because I want to live on an island.
That's a great one.
It's time for our first break, but when we come back, we'll give you the inside scoop on how you can eat homemade ice cream while also playing classic video games. Stay tuned.
What's up? Eddie Dunn here, host of LaSalle's favorite TV game show, Q&A. I'm here to tell you to keep watching LaSalle TV. It's on 24 hours a day, every day. You know what else is on 24 hours a day, every day? Nothing. Well, maybe some things, but nothing that's as important as LaSalle TV. So keep watching, or else.
Welcome back to LTV News. Another NFL season is in the books, and for the first time in the Super Bowl era, the city of Philadelphia can call their team the world champions. On February 4th, the Eagles traveled to blistering cold Minnesota to take on the Evil Empire, the New England Patriots, where they were able to down Tom Brady and company 41-33. The win marks the Eagles' first championship since 1960. The Eagles used a backup quarterback along with many second-string players throughout the starting squad and a little Philly special to come through with the win. Nick Foles was named Super Bowl MVP as he racked up an outstanding 373 yards along with 3 touchdown passes and a touchdown reception on that now famous trick play on 4th down. Once again, congrats Philadelphia and go Birds.
An 86-year-old woman was arrested for robbing a bank in University City. The woman, Emily Coakley, had demanded the bank tellers behind the counter to give her $400 while pointing a gun at them. Coakley was soon arrested and charged with aggravated assault, robbery, terroristic threats, and other offenses. Sources say that the reason for Coakley's actions were because of her suspicion that the bank had shortened her about $400.
All right, what is this woman thinking? I'm sorry, but like to go in when you're that old and to rob a bank?
You know, life is short and she deserves her money.
She does. Do you think she's the oldest woman to rob a bank or just oldest person? Like, I wonder if they have like records of that. Like,
Probably. Definitely a record,
yeah,
I would say.
I'm gonna Google it after the show and update everyone. But the 8th annual Philadelphia Honey Festival was a huge buzz. It was free, fun, and educational. Check it out.
Are you a honey lover? If so, did you attend the Honey Festival? If not, you missed out on a bee-tastic day. The festival occurred for 3 days and provided a numerous amount of bee-related activities. People had the opportunity to taste test and buy different honeys.
The bees make it and I take it.
People were also able to try some new teas which had honey flavoring in it. Attendees were able to learn how to make candles from bee wax, understand the proper way to hold a bee on their finger, as well as watch a beekeeper open a beehive. The festival even had arts and crafts for the baby bees. Most importantly, the festival was about spreading awareness.
They pollinate our crops like cucumbers and winter squash and summer squash and our flowers and our trees like the tulip poplar. And by visiting all of those flowers, they harvest pollen and nectar and they turn the nectar into honey.
For LTV News, I'm Callie Montana, the Queen Bee.
I love honey, so this sounds like a dream come true, just a whole festival devoted to honey.
I mean, it was a lot of fun, but I don't like honey, and I bet everyone in the back is criticizing me for that, but whatever.
12 blocks of Germantown Avenue were filled with wizards, making it the biggest Harry Potter festival in Chestnut Hill to date. Callie had the opportunity to attend the magical celebration. Take a look.
Aspiring wizards traveled to Chestnut Hill to celebrate the 7th annual Harry Potter Festival. Fans had the opportunity to shop around and buy new Harry Potter accessories, pick out a new wand, and even find the perfect scarf that represents their four-legged friend. There were many different activities for all the Potter fans, like meeting Voldemort, drinking butterbeer, and listening to a live reading of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Why aren't you supposed to do magic? Asked Harry. Oh, well, I was at Hogwarts myself, but
After taking part in the numerous amount of activities, many wizards flew on their broomstick to go watch the 8th annual Philadelphia Brotherly Love Cup Quidditch Tournament.
Quidditch practice is actually kind of like a regular sports practice. We talk about hits, we run drills, we do shooting drills. It's pretty standard actually.
10 teams from different universities competed in the fast-paced round-robin tournament to see who would be named the 8th annual Quidditch champions.
Favorite part about playing Quidditch, I'm actually a little bit more into it for the sport than I am for the Harry Potter style thing. So favorite part is winning.
After an eventful Quidditch match, the festival ended with many people casting spells on each other. For LTV News, I'm Callie Montana.
Did you ever play Quidditch before?
I actually have in high school. It was like an activity in gym class.
I really wasn't expecting that,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But the Legoland Discovery Center is a popular Philly attraction filled with Lego-themed play areas that's fun for the whole family. Want to see what's inside? Then check it out.
All aboard the Imagination Express. Get ready to pick up your magic wand and play some games with your Lego friends. This is just the start to the ultimate indoor Lego playground. Once you exit Brick Station, head over to Miniland and explore Philadelphia. Here you will find over 1.5 million Legos.
My favorite part is Miniland Philadelphia, obviously. I'm born and raised in Philadelphia. I love seeing all of my childhood and history being built completely out of Lego.
After enjoying the city of brotherly love, it's now time to reveal your inner ninja and take part in training camp. Take on the Ninjago laser maze and see how well you can do. Your next stop can be the Creative Workshop, where you can take a class with a master model builder. After learning a few new things, you could head over to Heart Lake City and let your best friends know all the new building techniques you just learned. After a full day of building, it's now the perfect time to go to the 4D cinema. Remember to grab your glasses and get ready to go on an adventure with your Lego pals.
We can hear you. Ready? Let's hit the race!
Once the show ends, head back to the playground and continue to be a master builder. For LTV News, I'm Callie Montana.
Well, now that I'm back, Legoland was a ton of fun. I actually want to go back, so I'm going to have to get my little cousins and bring them along.
Yeah. The Franklin Institute is taking video game lovers on an interactive journey with their new exhibit. Here's an inside look of the Game Masters exhibit.
In 3, 2, 1, go! If you are a hardcore gamer, then the Franklin Institute is where you want to be. With over 100 playable games, their new Game Master exhibit allows you to take an interactive journey inside your favorite video game. From Pac-Man to Donkey Kong to Sims and to Lego Star Wars, there is something for everyone.
So we love that multi-generational family as a target audience for us. So really this exhibit has something for everybody. Whether you grew up in the arcade era or Minecraft is your thing, we've got a little bit of something in between as well.
Visitors will be able to gain some new knowledge when it comes to video games being brought to life. They will also have the opportunity to appreciate the artwork that is created in order to bring the characters to life.
But to be honest, the artwork that is kind of supporting these games and seeing how these designers kind of create and design has been a really great part of it as well.
The Game Master exhibit is now open and will run through September 3rd. For LTV News, I'm Callie Montana.
Well, as we could see, it's a ton of fun because, our co-producer Dave, did you see him in there? He was driving the car. He had a blast there, let me tell you.
That's all that matters.
But the Philadelphia Auto Show is in full gear, and this year marks the 117th edition of the show. Our Nick Paleo has the story.
Philly is putting the pedal to the metal as the 117th Philadelphia Auto Show zooms into the Pennsylvania Convention Center this week. The show, produced by the Auto Dealers Association of Greater Philadelphia, is 700,000 square feet of displays, interactive experiences, and over 700 vehicles to hop into. This is one of the nation's largest auto shows and expects close to 250,000 people to attend. The show is a great day out with the family. Kids can get a chance to hop behind the wheel or just explore on their own.
I've been at the show here for about a couple hours. Me, my grandson, and my wife. And it's pretty good. There's a lot of interesting things in here, new, old. And I've been coming for a few years.
Camp Jeep, fun for the young or young at heart, allows visitors the opportunity to actually ride in one of 5 Jeep vehicles through an off-road course to discover its exciting capabilities. For those with a need for speed, this year's exotic vehicle display features plenty of horsepower to check out.
Favorite car was the Salle S7 over there, the red one. So yeah, I didn't know that they had one here, but that's my favorite car anyway. So
I like the blue Ford GT over there. They're real nice cars.
For those movie buffs, the auto show is visited by none other than the Mystery Machine and Tow Mater himself. Even the Force makes an appearance this year with themed cars based on the beloved Star Wars movie saga. And for those lovers of nostalgia, there are plenty of classical cars to enjoy. But the car show this year isn't all about the hot rods. It's about helping others too, such as what CF Charities is doing to make a difference in the lives of young people.
Trying to give opportunities to kids that deserve the opportunities, but that need help getting there. The auto show came to us based on the number of supercars that we have and the number of people that we know with supercars that come to our car show in June. They then asked us to provide a presence here and have been unbelievably helpful in promoting our charity and helping us with the charity and actually just almost mentoring us as well.
This is one event you don't want to miss. Visit soon. The auto show is making a speedy getaway from the convention center on February 4th. For LTV News, I'm Nick Paleo.
In 2013, Mason Wortman opened up Rose's Fresh Pizza on 11th Street, right near Jefferson Station. Now, this isn't your average pizza shop. It's a pay-it-forward type of deal. Here's the catch. Customers can walk in and enjoy a delicious slice of pizza for $1.25. While they're there, they can pay it forward by buying a slice of pizza for a homeless person. Take a look.
I'd always wanted to own my own business, so I left New York and I came back home to start Rose's here in Philly. 3 months after we opened, we had gotten a few articles written up about us, and they mentioned how we're very proud that we get to serve homeless people just because the food was affordable, but sometimes they come in short. So a customer read this and offered to buy a slice for the next homeless person. And he referenced this tradition in Italy called Cafe Sospeso, where you can buy a cup of coffee for someone in need at a cafe. And he said that they keep track with empty cups on a shelf behind the register. So I started using Post-it notes. And now it's just gotten way too big, and now they kind of cover our shop, and it's grown really nicely. We feed between 50 and 100 homeless people every day, and over the past like 3 or 4 years, we've given away 150,000 slices of pizza. I'm proud that Rose's has been able to help so many people. You know, it's not just me, it's the visitors that come in, the customers that donate and support our work, the people that work here make a huge difference. And so it's a team effort, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Well, we're building a second spot on 40th Street, so I'd like it to be a, multiple location kind of restaurant with probably a more expanded menu also. So maybe get some healthier food in there and use that to help people as well.
Are you looking for a different ice cream experience? Are you looking to play video games and have a sweet treat? Well, if you answered yes, then the Tubby Robot is the place for you. Check it out.
Take a trip to Manayunk, and that is where you will find Tubby Robot. Chris McGuire and Steve Wright Jr. are the owners of this unique joint and decided to combine their love for ice cream and video games.
All of our ice cream is handmade by us on premises, which is kind of rare. But on top of that, our specialties are our sundaes. Like, sundaes are the reason we live and breathe. We like combining our ice cream with different temperatures and textures so that you get something even better than ice cream. And what's cool about the games is that they appeal to everyone of all ages. So we've had kids coming in who are 3 years old, some kids who are 8 years old. A lot of them have never played a game with buttons before. Like, they're used to using capacitive touchscreens. But they play, and they'll play for an hour. Like, it's awesome to see. But then we also have people who come in who are in their 50s and their 60s, and they're like, I used to play this when I was a teenager. Because we have mostly classic games right now. We've been playing from the 70s and 80s. We're going to move on to the 90s soon. But people love games, and just seeing people go back to these like classic games proves that they're classics for a reason.
Tubby Robot has plenty of delicious flavors, ranging from vanilla, mint chocolate chip, chunky cherry, chocolate-covered strawberry, and many more. Their customers give it a 10 out of 10.
I got chocolate mint chocolate and chocolate covered strawberry. I got the chocolate peanut butter swirl ice cream. So good. It's yummy. There's a lot of peanut butter in here. It's good.
Most importantly, Tubby Robot is known for their sundaes. Their Belgian waffle sundae is currently the hottest item on their menu. It starts off with a scoop of ice cream right on top of the waffle. Next step is the hot fudge, some sprinkles and whipped cream, and to top it all off, a cherry. Tubby Robot is a great place to go if someone is looking to recharge their batteries. All they have to do is eat some yummy ice cream and play some video games.
We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
This is my channel. Everyone else is just an extra.
I may be Juliewood, but I'm destined for Hollywood.
I may have a co-host, but I think we all know who the real star is.
I'm such a star, I need 2 R's.
I may be little, but I'm a big deal.
We may talk about team sports, but I'm not a team player.
I run the show. Gerber announced the winner of their 8th annual Baby Photo Search Contest, and this year that baby is Lucas Warren. 1-year-old Lucas is the first Gerber spokesbaby with Down syndrome, winning over the judges with his glowing smile and happy expression. He was entered into the contest by his mother, who posted a photo of Lucas on social media, and he was chosen among one of 140,000 entries. As the winner, Lucas's family will receive $50,000 and the title of the 2018 Gerber Spokesbaby. CEO and president of Gerber, Bill Parkatia, addressed this year's choice saying, quote, "Every year we choose a baby who exemplifies Gerber's long-standing heritage of recognizing that every baby is a Gerber baby. This year, Lucas is a perfect fit," end quote. Aw, he's so cute. I'm so glad he was picked. All right, but let's get right to it. Caitlin, this is your last show because you are graduating. I can't believe it. But Caitlin, we put a little something together, so let's show the video.
Welcome to our very first episode of Community Links, where service meets students. I'm Caitlin Pages. Right in time for Galentine's Day, the new comedy romance with a twist, How to Be Single, was released to the big screen. Hello, I'm Caitlin Pages, and welcome to Marquee Matchup. Welcome to our first ever Backstage Pass recap of The Bachelor. I'm Caitlin Pages, and I'm here with my fellow Bachelor expert, Alyssa McFadden. You guys ready for some questions?
Yes.
Okay, first one. Between what hours do most fires occur in dormitories? Get some pep in your step because the smell of pumpkin spice is here. Hello, I'm Caitlin Pages.
First category today, Snapchat, Ben Simmons, and Dunkin' Donuts.
Do you know who Ben
categories
Simmons
today.
is? Okay, so we'll skip the Ben Simmons category.
Oh.
If you're looking for a scrumptious treat, this week I had the honor to hang out with the LaSalle step team, and I can tell you, these feet are made for more than just walking.
Caitlin Pages, the co-host of the event. So how hyped are you to be here tonight, Caitlin?
So I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't too hyped until I saw the energy of everyone else coming in, and that just, now it's through the roof. So as people are watching and they're getting very excited about ambassadors, what originally drew you to ambassadors as they're like, oh my gosh, maybe this is something for me?
You carry yourself with such poise and elegance. You're a true chip off the old block.
Oh, John, you're so good at giving compliments. I wish I had something nice to say about you.
Thanks.
We would love to thank all of you from LaSalle TV for joining us, and both of our teams of LaSalle TV producers for doing a pretty awesome job of trying to figure out what LaSalle students said. And congratulations, Hungry Dogs, as well as Tanya's Army. We'll catch you again next time on the Showdown. From all of us here at LaSalle TV, thanks for watching. That was quite a LTV journey you guys took me on. Thank you so much. I loved being able to be a part of just about everything, as you can see, and no regrets, and thank you so much.
We wish you the best of luck. You have been a great addition to the LTV News family this year.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. But, well, that just about does it for this episode, but be sure to find us on the web as well as the rest of LaSalle TV on our Facebook page.
We love to hear your thoughts, so tweet at us using our Twitter handle and start the conversation.
If you missed a scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on YouTube on our LaSalle TV Philly page.
And for one last time, until next time, for Callie and the entire crew, I'm Caitlin Pages. Thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.